my channel. Let's get into NaNoWriMo! I'm now going back and working on the first story. Now the first story is a bit different because I don't like the beginning still. How I started the original version is with the sentence, "When my husband volunteered to run out for cranberry sauce, I knew there was a 50-50 chance he would stop at the bar for a drink." I start this one with, "Thanksgiving dinner isn't possible without cranberry sauce." And then I have a little scene, it's only about 200 words, of her and her husband, or her husband volunteering to go run out for that cranberry sauce and like her thought process along it. So it's a little bit longer. It always worries me to add to the beginning because I know that overall my beginnings are longer and more detailed than I end up getting to the end, and I feel like sometimes things can be a little bit rushed. Like I don't spend as much time in the tension as I could. I definitely am going to need to sort of revisit with my beta readers and show them the different openings and say which one is better, because it is hard to tell. I would argue that perhaps the opening line of like, "When my husband volunteered to run out for cranberry sauce, I knew there was a 50-50 chance he would stop at the bar for a drink," is like more engaging than "Thanksgiving dinner isn't possible without cranberry sauce." Again, I will 100% finagle that to make it stronger, but I do like how the second opening sentence really sets the stage for the story a bit better, and it pays off at the end. There was supposed to be a moment in the original where she finds cranberry sauce in her pantry, and that's meant to kind of give her a big character revelation moment, but the beta readers were all like, "Why is she getting emotional about a jar of cranberry sauce?" And so I realized that if I wanted to keep that moment, which I do because it's super important for the character revelation, then I have to emphasize the cranberry sauce. So yeah, it's an interesting like dichotomy of, do I emphasize the cranberry sauce on the con, I guess, with the disadvantage of having a slightly less engaging opening sentence, although I would also argue that now I have dialogue in the first 50 words, whereas in the other one it was 150 words before I got to dialogue. So maybe it's more engaging now because I get to action faster. Even though I've taken that one little sentence and put it into a little 200-word mini scene, maybe that's more engaging than having the sentence, a good first sentence, but then a lot of like sort of action description. Where beta reader feedback is really helpful, there's a line right now in the old version, it's in the middle of the second page, where one of my beta readers highlighted it. The line is, "Where the hell is my husband?" And the beta reader said, like, "I'm really feeling this right now." If that is where they're saying, "I am super in it now," I want the super in it now to come as quickly as possible without changing a lot of the structure. So what I've tried to do in this story, it's really about a mom who's trying to get Thanksgiving dinner on the table while her husband's gone and she has a little baby and she's super pregnant. I have a lot in the original, like the first 200 words maybe, of her like cutting green beans and running over here and checking on her daughter. So I tried to replace that with only like a few words, and I had this whole paragraph about how she's like waddling into the TV room and like seeing her daughter there, and her daughter's watching TV, and I changed that to a single part of a sentence, just so like in a mom's mind I imagine she would be like, "Okay, I'm going to the phone, where's my kid? She's busy watching the parade, all right," you know? Yeah, so I'm about, I'd say maybe 1,000 words into line editing that one. And yeah, it's interesting. I'm gonna have to kind of get feedback on like what is more engaging, because it's hard. I find it hard to tell. At a certain point, it's like, is this getting better or am I just crazy? I really want it to be strong and I don't want to lose people in the first little bit. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. Thank you so much for watching this. Please let me know what's your favorite line that you've written today. How is your NaNoWriMo going? I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.